Hey everybody, hoping you're having a great day. I'm kind of snowbound here until I go to work. It's definitely snowing out. Not happy. I was positive thoughts. No snow, no snow, no snow. We got snow. Probably about a couple inches out there right now. We're supposed to have up to 9 today. I'm like, But I figured I'd do a casual get ready with me. I hadn't done one in a while. And I really was been playing with a couple different palettes, and I wanted to get this look up for the Modern Renaissance before I started doing get ready looks with other ones. And I'm still playing with the other ones to kind of get used to them, but with the weather today, I just didn't feel like dealing with the bright colors. It feels like winter right now. Alrighty, I'm going to start off with a color. You know what? It might help if I put eye primer on, right? I did everything else. I already did my foundation. Well, not foundation. I don't wear foundation, sorry. But I already did my concealer, under eye concealer, and color correction in the corner. Did my brows. They're kind of a little wonky, but they work. And I did my blush and highlight. I don't usually go for too intense of a highlight, just because I already have such prominent cheekbones. We all know how that is, right? Somebody had suggested about me doing my favorites video. I was kind of curious what your guys' opinion on that, so if you leave a comment below letting me know, especially with all the makeup I've gotten recently. But yeah, I was thinking about doing it. If I did do it, I wouldn't do it every month. I don't think I go through enough to do it every month, but I was thinking about doing a seasonal favorites every like 3 months. But leave a comment, let me know which way, one way or the other you'd like to see, and then we'll go from there. Alrighty? Right, I did put on the Ulta Beauty Nude Matte eyeshadow primer. It's supposedly a dupe for the Potions Eden matte version. It's okay. It's not as good as the Potions, but for the price point, $9 compared to 20 some bucks, I don't know. For so far, it's working good. My makeup's definitely lasting all day long. I can't say it's not. So we're pretty good on that one. Alrighty. We're going to use my tiny fluffy brush. This little guy. Again, no name, so I can't tell you. It's from Urban Decay. It's part of one of their kits. It's from Eco Tools. I don't know if I said a different name just now. If I did, I'm sorry. My brain's a little fuzzy yet. I've cut back on the caffeine even further. I start cutting my coffee. Instead of half caffeine, half decaf, I'm doing 1/4 calf to 3/4 decaf. My brain's adjusting. So I'm taking tempera. I'm just going to do up here in the top eyebrow. On the eyebrow. So I will have some fallout. I should have done my makeup afterwards, but my face makeup, but I didn't think about that just now. I forgot. I've been playing with the other one so much lately that I haven't been using this one as much. Because I have those two new ones, the Juvia's Place, the California Dream, and the Lorac I Love Brunch. So, okay, next I'm going to take Beyond Frisco, this guy right here. I'm going to pat that in here on the eyelid a little bit. Look at that fallout. Look at that fallout. Sometimes some of these have such heavy fallout, it drives me nuts. Anyways, I'm packing it in here on the inner lid and dragging it over. Now, mind you, I put the other color in first, so the tempera, so it's not so bad. Maybe if I knock off more of it. I just hate having to waste so much pigment. Yeah, because then you lose all the pigment. So I'm going back in. Just going to have to deal with all the fallout. Let's dust it off when I'm done. Put the purple here. But yeah, no, this looks really bad. But, ooh. Been a crazy week. Work's been kind of nutsy. Our, main store manager was on that second shift yesterday. Everybody was running around like a crazy person. I'm gonna get, Antique Bronze, which is this guy right here. I'm gonna take that. I'm going to go in the crease with it. Right here. just create like an outside V or an outside 7. I tend to think of it like a butterfly. When you look at the wings, it has that graceful archy 7. That's what I tried to do. Because I just think that looks so pretty when you can get that shape going right. And then it blends into the other colors. But sometimes you gotta do it several times to get that shape right, but yeah, things that he was there last night, so everybody was running around kind of crazy, but it was whatever. You know, I don't mind staying busy. It's not a big deal for me. Okay, yes. Here we go. On the other side. But yeah, no, we were running crazy, just trying to get freight done. And then they had us working the freight from the night before to make sure everybody was ahead for today, and I was fine with it. We weren't horribly busy, so I didn't mind. It made my day go quicker. My feet's a little sore, but you know, that's pretty typical for me. Let me think, what else? The weather, it's actually been halfway decent. We've had a little snow off and on, but it's not been like crazy. It's been really cold though. Definitely ready for spring. It's like we hit that teaser day of 70 degrees. And then we went back to cold, and I'm like, you suck! So, yeah, definitely am looking forward to spring and the warmer weather. I'm just tired of this cold. I'm tired of being in the cold, period. I'm going to take Love Letter. I'm going to blend between here and here. But, yeah. Slow circular motions to blend it through. Yeah, no, definitely looking forward to spring and being able to get out of the house again for a while and do things. And family's doing good, which is always good to hear, you know, right? And then let me think, what else is going on? Not really. Well, there's been stuff. It's just been slow stuff, like my ferrets went nuts the other night. They were making all sorts of noise, and there's nothing wrong. What's up with you guys? Why you be all crazy? But they were being crazy, noisy. I'm like, okay. Not sure what was up with that. But it is what it is on that one, you know, what do you do? Animals are gonna be animals. But my babies, I've been letting them out. I let them out every day for about 2 to 3 hours. I leave my ferrets caged up just because I know a friend of mine who lost one due to it decided to chew on cords. And it's called a fried ferret. It's kind of like a dog, but since it's so much smaller, I couldn't take up the abuse on its system, and I kind of didn't make it. So I was like, nah, we'll be leaving my ferrets in their cage. And then I'm gonna change brushes before I kill myself here. I'm going to get my double-ended Eco Fluffy and shader brush, dip into Love Letter, and then gently blend that top one out. Gently. Don't do like I did and just put a crap ton of product in. But, yeah, work has been the biggest thing. I've been busy helping with my own business and then work, and then my work schedule's been all over the place, which has made things a little interesting. Days and nights. Not the same days off all the time, which sometimes that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. You just deal with it, move on, right? And trying to be happy-go-lucky and, you know, not happy-go-lucky, but being happy in life lately has just been a little tougher. I had made the decision that this summer when my lease comes up, I'm going to be moving away from Wisconsin. Two of my sisters are here and my dad's here, but my joints scream so much with all the cold, and I find it hard to move sometimes. I wake up every day and I spend a half an hour just getting my legs moving again and my feet moving just because of the joint damage. So, and it doesn't help I'm such plus size. That doesn't help anything. But, I'm just ready to be done with that kind of constant pain. So I've decided this summer I'm moving. I'm going through and I'm decluttering everything of mine and getting rid of things. And I recently just gave up my sectional, so now that's gone. Which actually I'm kind of happy about. It worked out really good. people like it who are recovering it with the material I bought and I never did finish. I took on too many projects again, and that's my problem. I take on too many projects at once, and then I get overloaded and certain projects don't get done, and it just drives me nuts because then suddenly I'm not finishing things I want to do, and I'm just overloading myself. A little help with the overloading, my sister Katrina. Adding another project in, which is nothing new, but I'm going to take the Beyond Frisco, that light purpley color, and tap in here to just re-intensify that because I lost a lot of it with the blending. Come back in. Okay, now knock that off. Again, I'm just knocking the color off in my color switch. I went ahead and I ordered another one of these from the Wish app just to see if I like it and if it's as good quality as this one, because if it is, that's a pretty good idea. Tapping back into Love Letter and just bringing it in here and blending the two colors together. I don't want to overblend, but I've got to keep that darker color because that really is what's going to make this eye. And then taking the packing brush and the shade brush, and just tapping in the color here in the corner to darken it in a little bit. Love Letter. Yeah, so really I'm only using 3 colors for this look. Love Letter, Beyond Frisco, and Antique Bronze. So, just to give it a little more dimension. Very purpley pinky look. I can kind of get similar to some of the other ones, but this is a much more muted look. Yeah, I'm liking how that looks. Not too bad. Yep. Usually I'm finding with the Modern Renaissance, I only need 3 colors to make anything look. If I go over 3, it tends to get muddy, especially on my eyes, because I have narrower eyes. And I think if you have a really large upper eyelid, you could really get away with adding more colors, but really 3 is about the extent I found. I've done 4 where I did this upper color and this one a little differently, but then it doesn't look right to me. But to each their own on that one. Maybe you can do that. But for this kind of a look, I found 3 colors is usually really good. The only thing I might come back and do, and I was really debating, is adding one of my glitters. I think if I did any of them, I'd have to do Kitten Karma, because I think Retro Rose Gold would be too much for this, and I think the golden one would be too much. So maybe I should do that. I'm really loving this inner glitter. I just put it on the inside. I don't need a lot. Literally, just the inside corner. You don't want to layer too much in, and that's one thing I have found. If you layer too much, you get a lot of fallout. And then pack the edge just to kind of spread the color a little to fade it in. See how little I did? It really makes a difference. Yeah, I like that. I've been like adoring on this product. Like you wouldn't believe. Alrighty, eyeliner. I probably threw it in here. Yep, I threw it in there, my purple. And this one really requires the purple brown, the raisin, not the purple black, because I found that to be too deep of a purple to work for this look. But the one in raisin, the Ulta one in raisin, is pretty with this. So we'll come in and just kind of tight line it and build it up. You ever notice I don't come very far on here because I have this mole right here. I've had it for as long back as I can remember. I remember one doctor one time saying something to my mom about removing it, and Mom's like, well, she's had it more far back as I can remember. And you can see it in a lot of my little kid pictures. It's just grown with me over the years. So it's a lot bigger now. Eventually I may have to go in and get it removed, but for now, it's not bugging anything. Why worry about it, right? So that's how I feel anyways. I mean, if it's not bugging me, it's not hurting me, it's not causing any pain, It doesn't look horribly bad. Why bother with it? Even if it did look horribly bad, I think I'd be terrified to go in and let them do anything, because that's like right next to your eye. Oh my goodness, no. I had a infected corner here, and they wanted to go in and cut it open, and man, I was like flinching. They're gonna have to knock me out if they did anything on my eyes. They'd have to knock me out. I could not be awake for it, because I'd be like, nope, not happening. We all know how that is. We all have our things, and that's it. You can mess with my ears all you want. I don't care. You mess with my eyes. I've had massive, massive ear surgeries in my lifetime, and it just seems like every time I turn around, I've got to get another one, and it's just like, I've gotten to the point now, it's whatever. You want to do something else to my ears? Okay, what's next? But when it comes to eyes, I think it's because I know they've always told me I'll lose my hearing eventually. And, you know, the surgeries have put it off quite a bit. I probably won't lose my hearing now until my 60s. Originally they were telling my 40s, and then they're like my 50s, and now I'm hearing maybe my 60s. But I think that's the reason why I'm always fearful with my eyes, because I don't want to lose my eyesight and my hearing. It's just, no. I'm going to take Love Letter on a stiff pointed brush. This is actually a eye shading brush, but it's really flat and stiff. I'm going to take it underneath the eye. That's an eyelash. Just to smudge out underneath those eyes. Create more of that butterfly effect. So, I think I'm going to put mascara on, lip gloss on, and we should be good to go. Pretty simple look. Like I said, with a modern renaissance, you really don't have to go too far overboard. And if you didn't want to put the glitter on, it would still look absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that's not going to change. So I'm going to put my mascara on, lip gloss on, and I'll be right back, alright? Hey, and we're back with the final look. I kind of pulled my hair down so you can kind of see it better. I just went with a neutral lip, bit of a liner, nothing major. Mascara course on, and this is what it looks like. Really loving it. The Modern Renaissance palette, I can see why a lot of people love on it. There's only one color I actually have any issues with, and just because when I try to blend it with anything, it takes over all the other colors. And that's the Cypress Umber, but I'm still working with it. Like I said, for now, I'm going to try to pull one more look out of here for one more get ready for me, because I'm trying to do 3 out of each one. And then after that, I'll probably move on to one of my other palettes. I'm definitely keeping it, loving it. It's a great one to add to my collection. And you all have a very nice day. Take care. We'll see you around. Bye.